Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome to Hinton High School for Hinton girls varsity action coming up here in a couple of minutes. We are taking on the Gehlen Catholic Jays tonight here in Hinton. Gehlen Catholic Jays coming with an overall record of 8-10. They're 4-4 in the Warrior Conference, and they're coming off a win over South O'Brien, 60-32 last Friday night. These two teams matched up earlier in the year, and Hinton came out with the win, 62-32. That was in early January up in Lamar's. For the Hinton Blackhawks, they're going to come in tonight at 13-4 with a Warrior Conference record of 4-3. They're coming off a win over HMS last Friday night, 54-39. So 13-4 Hinton taking on 8-10 Gehlen Catholic. We'll be right back with the starting lineup after this message from one of our sponsors.
Ryan Stussy at Allstate is an insurance agent you can trust. Ryan's office may be in the Dunes, but he has deep roots in the Hinton community. When choosing your insurance, you want to have someone who views you as more than just a name. We'll listen to your needs and find the solutions that work best for you. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or recreational, you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. Give Ryan a call today.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. Tonight we got the girls game, the visitor, the Gehlen Catholic Jays, coming in to take on Hinton. The starting lineup tonight for the Gehlen Catholic Jays by Coach Brandon Schucker. Number 1, Alyssa Kolbeck, the senior, comes in averaging 5.2 points a game. Number 3, Sophie Rudin, the junior, comes in averaging 5.1 points per game. Number 5, Lauren Hain, a senior, averaging 14.2 points a game, is the leading scorer for the Jays. Number 20, Razea Sitzman, the freshman, comes in averaging 5.2 points a game. And round out the starting lineup for the Jays, number 32, Maya Whitehead, the junior, averages 10.4 points per game. For Coach Matt Leary's Blackhawks, they'll look like this tonight. Number 3, Natalie Junk, the junior, averages 6.9 points a game. Number 15, Anna Coffey, the senior, averages 12.3 points per game. Number 21, Ashlyn Renzel, the junior, averages 6.3 points a game. Number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna, the sophomore, averages 9.2 points a game. And number 32, Bella Badar, the senior and leading scorer, averages 12.9 points a game. So leading scorers for the Blackhawks, Anna Coffey, Bella Badar, both seniors, averaging 12.9 and 12.3 points. Leading scorer for the Jays is Lauren Hain at 14.2 a game. Leading rebounder coming in for the Jays is also Lauren Hain at 5.8 points per game. And leading rebounder for the Blackhawks, number 15, Anna Coffey at 7.9 rebounds per game. We'll be back after the playing of our national anthem. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're getting ready for varsity girls action. The Lady Jays come visiting your Hinton Blackhawks tonight. Again, the Jays come in with the 8-10 record overall. The Blackhawks come in with a 13-4 record. These two teams met in early January, with the Blackhawks coming away with a 62-32 win. Tipping it off for the Jays is going to be number 32, Maya Whitehead. And she'll be facing off, my bet would be against number 15, Anna Coffey, but we'll wait and see until they take It is going to be Anna Coffey jumping against Maya Whitehead to get things going here. And ball is controlled by the Jays to start off with. Colbeck loses it temporarily, gains it back, gets it up to Hine. Hine now feeds Whitehead down low, guarded by a couple of Blackhawks, but she's going to get the short jumper to fall, and the Jays take a 2-0 lead. Renzel inbounds the ball to Coffey. Coffey brings it up the court, into the front court quickly. Natalie Junk with a three-point shot from the corner, in and out, no good. Rebound by Ashlyn Renzel. Her putback's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Maya Whitehead. Whitehead pushes the ball up court, temporarily has it slapped away by Badar, but Hine grabs it for the Jays. Over to Colbeck in the front court. Now Rudin driving to the hoop. She's going to have her shot blocked by Coffey. Coffey kicks it out to Kavarna, ahead to Badar. Badar to the hoop, guarded by Hine, throws it up and in, and the Blackhawks tie it at 2 on Badar's layup. Blackhawks employing a full court press with Bella Badar, Renzel putting most of the pressure on the front court, and Natalie Junk waiting about the timeline. Jays do get it across, but double teamed by Renzel and Kavarna, and it turns into a jump ball situation. The ball's going to go to the Blackhawks. So Badar inbounds to Kavarna. Kavarna across the timeline, gets it to Junk. Badar cuts across the paint. Junk passes up that option, gets it to Renzel. Renzel drives to the hoop. That shot's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Anna Coffey. Over to Kavarna. Back to Coffey. Coffey looks to drive, spins in the paint, kicks it out to Kavarna. Kavarna's three-point shot from the corner, no good. That's going to be a rebound by Rudin. Sophie Rudin for the Jays with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Hine, who gets in the front court to Colbeck. Now Colbeck double teamed by a couple of Blackhawks. Ends up turning it over as Renzel comes away with the loose ball. Gathered by Junk, ahead to Coffey. Coffey quickly into the front court, kicks it out to Badar. Now Kavarna has a drive, stops, shoots from the free throw line. That shot's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Colbeck. No, that's Rudin. And then there'll be a foul called on the Blackhawks. That foul is going to be on number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. That'll be her first personal and the team's first. So the Jays will be inbounding the basketball just inside their half of the court. It'll be Alyssa Colbeck inbounding the ball to Lauren Hine. Hine brings it in the front court, gives it up to Rizea Sitzman. Colbeck three-point shot from the corner, no good, off the rim. Rebounded by Natalie Junk a hit, and she kicks it ahead to Anna Coffey. Coffey off to the races into the front court, right to the hoop. That shot's partially blocked and out of bounds. It's going to be Hinton basketball. I was waiting for a call from the officials, and I got one. So Bella Baber will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. And she gets it into Ashlyn Renzel, or Kavarna. Kavarna drives, kicks it out to Ashlyn Renzel. Over to Junk. Now to Kavarna. Kavarna thinks about driving, passes that up. Renzel, top of the key. That shot's no good. Rebounded by a pair of Jays, almost a travel there, as Hine and Rudin both had to hold the ball, but Hine comes away with it. And that's going to be a foul on the Blackhawks. Number 3, Natalie Junk. That'll be Junk's first personal and the team's second. And checking in the game for the Blackhawks is going to be number 12, Cadence Peters. as that foul was called on number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. That's her second personal. Now three-point shot by Rudin is good, and the Jays lead 5-2. Back in the front court quickly, Kavarna to the hoop. She's going to draw the foul, and she'll be at the line shooting a pair of free throws. That Jay foul is going to be on number 20, Rosea Sitzman. That's going to be her first personal and the team's first. At the line shooting a pair will be Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna comes in shooting 68.3% on the year. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Kavarna. Also good. So Kavarna hits a pair, and the Blackhawks are within one as we have under 5 minutes to go first quarter. Quickly in the front court, Rosea Sitzman with the shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Coffey. Coffey's off to the races, coast to coast. The layup is up and good. And the Blackhawks take the lead 6-5. Jays get it to Whitehead, ahead to Rudin. Rudin into the front court by herself. Gets it to Sitzman. There's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 12, Cadence Peters. That'll be Blackhawks' third team foul and her first personal. So Heine will inbound the ball for the Jays. She has it tipped away and stolen by Kavarna. Ahead to Coffey. Coffey coast to coast. This time they're going to call a foul as the shot's no good, but Maya Whitehead's going to draw her first personal foul and the team's second. That'll book Anna Coffey at the line shooting a pair. Coffey has struggled a little bit at the line, comes in shooting under 50% on the year. First free throw attempt for Coffey is good. And the Blackhawks extend their lead to 7-5. Second free throw attempt coming up for Coffey. Also good. So Coffey knocks down a pair, and the Blackhawks are 4 for 4 on the free throw line so far this evening. Hine with the ball for the Jays, gets it in the front court, stolen away by Kavarna. Now Kavarna has it stolen back away by Hine. Hine's off and racing with the ball. The shot a little off the mark, rebounded by Junk, and then she's tied up on the floor by Kolbeck. It'll be a jump ball situation. I think it'll be Jays basketball. So Hine will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Gets it into Kolbeck. Over to Hine. Hine drives the baseline. Looks for the shot. It's up and no good. Around the rim and rebounded by Junk. Junk is to Kavarna. Kavarna ahead to Badar. Badar at the hoop is going to draw a foul. That'll put Badar at the line shooting a pair. And that J foul is going to be on green number 20, Rosea Sitzman. That's going to be her second personal and the team's third. Badar comes in shooting 76% from the line, and her first free throw is up and good. Checking the game for the Jays is number 15, Jaden Bartle. Second free throw attempt by Bader is also good. The Blackhawks are 6 for 6 from the line early in this one. That'll help their cause if they can keep that up. Hine with the ball for the Jays into the front court, gives it up to Rudin. Rudin passes to Bartle. Bartle's shot is up and good. Quickly in the front court, Badar has the ball for the Blackhawks. Over to Coffey. Coffey feeds Kavarna down low. Over to Junk. Junk's shot is up and good, and the Blackhawks extend that lead 12-7. Kolbeck gives it up to Hine. Hine crosses to Whitehead. Whitehead gets it up to Rudin. Rudin's layup attempt is no good, but they're going to call a foul. That foul will be on number 15, Anna Coffey, I'm pretty certain. Although I was wrong earlier. That will be on Anna Coffey. That'll be Coffey's first personal and the team's fourth. That's going to put Sophie Rudin at the line shooting a pair. Sophie comes in shooting just over 50% from the line. And the first one's up and good. Sophie's second free throw attempt is also good. So both teams hot from the free throw line early in this one. And the Blackhawks lead by 3. Kavarna cross-court pass to Peters. Peters' three-point shot is good. And the Blackhawks extend that lead back to 6. They're calling it a two-pointer. And then the ball's stolen, and that shot's up and good, and the Blackhawks extend the lead to 7. So Peters with back-to-back baskets, and the Blackhawks lead by 7 with under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Bartle, three-point shot from the corner is good, and the Jays are back within 4. Coffey gets the ball into Kavarna. Kavarna brings the ball across half court for the Blackhawks. Fast-moving first quarter here. Junk feeds Badar down low. Badar spins. Baby hook shot is up and good. Badar has 6 points in the first quarter. Badar guards Bartle closely here. Whitehead with the ball for the Jays. That pass is back to Bartle. Bartle now comes across to the front court for the Jays. Hine drives the baseline. Pass into Whitehead. Has it slapped away by Kavarna, but I think there's going to be a foul called on Ashland. We'll see who that's on. Definitely a Blackhawk foul. And that will be on number 23, Ashton Kavarna. It'll be her first personal and the team's 5th. So it's a good thing both teams are shooting free throws well, because we might be in a free throw shooting contest in this half with 5 and 3 of the team fouls. Hine with the ball for the Jays, over to Rudin. That pass is going to be stolen away by Kavarna. Kavarna's coast-to-coast layup is up, no good. Gets her own rebound. That ball's tipped away and out of bounds. It's going to be Blackhawk basketball. So now Bella Badar will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks underneath their own hoop. Gets it into Coffey. Coffey gives it up to Kavarna. Kavarna drives around, chops, pops, shoots, no good. That's going to be bounced around out of bounds. I'm gathered by Maya Whitehead now for the Jays. Ahead to Rudin. Rudin finds Kolbeck all alone under the basket, but too far. Back to Rudin. Back to Kolbeck. Kolbeck kicks it out to Hine. Top of the key. Three-point shot is in and out. No good. Kolbeck gets the rebound temporarily, and then out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Badar inbounds the ball to Kavarna. We have about 1:30 to go, first quarter. Blackhawks lead by 6. Kavarna taking her time, this time getting it up the court. Now it just comes into the front court. Gets it ahead to Junk. Junk's three-point shot from the corner is nothing but net. And the Blackhawks extend that lead to 9. Kolbeck with the ball tied up by Badar. They're going to call a foul. That'll be Badar's first personal foul and the team's 6th. And that's going to draw Cadence Peters, or Kyra Peters, into the game, number 24. So on the court for the Blackhawks in the first quarter right now, we have Kyra Peters, Cadence Peters, Anna Coffey, Natalie Junk checks out now as Mia Fleckenstein checks in for her, and Ashlyn Kavarna. So Peters, Kavarna, Coffey, and Fleckenstein on the court. Hine gets the ball ahead to Bartle for the Jays. Ahead to Rudin. Rudin's 15-footer, no good. Rebounded by Kavarna. Kavarna pushes the ball up court, guarded by Hine, and she steps out of bounds as she tried to go around Hine. That'll be a turnover. It'll be Jays basketball. 1:05 to go first quarter. Blackhawks lead by 9. Bartle inbounds the ball to Hine. Hine gives it back to Kolbeck. Kolbeck finds Bartle. Bartle's 15-footer off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hine. Hine drives, kicks it right back out to Kolbeck. Over to Bartle. Down to Whitehead, down to Rudin. Over to Hine. Hine's three-pointer from the corner is nothing but net. And it's 21-15 with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kavarna quickly brings the ball across half court for the Blackhawks. Back to Peters. Tries to feed Coffey down low. It's slapped away and gathered by Hine for the Jays. Kicks it ahead to Maya Whitehead. Whitehead all alone. That basket's going to be up and good as she has the breakaway. And the Jays are within 4 as we have 10 seconds to go, first quarter. Over to Coffey. Now Coffey shot quickly up. No good off the front of the rim. Bounced around and gathered by Rudin. Rudin gives it up to Hine. And as the quarter comes to a close, that's how it's going to end. 21-17 in favor of the Blackhawks. We'll be right back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions. You're watching coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. Blackhawks lead by 4 at the end of the first quarter. Leading score for the Blackhawks that first quarter, number 32, Bella Badar, had 6. Anna Coffey had 4. And then a couple of Blackhawks off the bench was Cadence Peters with 4. And then Ashlyn Kavarna chipped in a basket. The leading scorer for the Jays in that first half was number 32, Maya Whitehead, with 4. And then number 20, Rosiah Sitzman had 3, and number 5, Lauren Hine, had 3 as well. So getting ready to start second quarter action here. Blackhawks lead by 4. It'll be Blackhawk basketball as Bella Badar inbound to Kyra Peters. Peters gives it right back to Badar. On the court for the Blackhawks to start the second quarter is going to be Peters, that's Kyra Peters, Natalie Junk, Bella Badar, Mia Fleckenstein, and Anna Coffey. On the court for the Jays, it's going to be Colbeck Rudin. Number 50, Hodgson, is checked in. And number 15, Bartle. And number 5, Lauren Hine. Junk has the ball for the Blackhawks now as they've made a couple passes, but no shots fired off in the second quarter so far. Coffey looks to drive, gets to near the basket, kicks it out to Badar. She's going to draw a foul from the Jays. That'll be on number 1, Alyssa Colbeck. That'll be her first foul and the team's 4th. Blackhawk basketball. Badar inbounds the ball once again for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Junk. Junk's 12-footer, no good. Going to be gathered just before it goes out of bounds by Bartle. She gives it to Hine, guarded by a couple of Blackhawks. Able to get through the Blackhawk defenders. Kicks it down low to Hodgson. Hodgson's shot's no good. Rebound by Coffey, and there's going to be a foul called. I think that's also going to be on number 1, Alyssa Colbeck. And that will be Colbeck's second personal foul. The team's 5th. So Coffey inbounds the ball to Badar. Badar brings the ball up court. Into the front court now for the Blackhawks. Over to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein, oh, that's a pass to Coffey, and it tries to get it back out to Badar. It's tipped away and stolen by the Jays, and then Bella Badar picks up her second personal foul. And the team's 7th. So that's going to put Sophie Rudin at the line shooting a 1-on-1 situation. Rudin's first free throw attempt is up and good, so she'll get a second one. Second free throw attempt by Rudin is no good, off the back of the rim, gathered by Junk. So Rudin hits 1 of 2, and the Jays are within 3. Quickly in the front court, Badar has the ball for the Blackhawks. Over to Junk. Junk thinks about a three-pointer, passes it up, gets the ball to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein gives it back to Junk. Junk's three-pointer from the corner, in and out, no good. Off of, it looks like Rudin and not a bounce. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna. Checking back in for the Jays, number 32, Maya Whitehead. So Badar once again will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. This time they're in more of a diamond formation. Inbounded to Junk, over to Fleckenstein. Back to Badar. Badar gives it back to Kavarna. Kavarna over to Junk. Junk passes up the 3, feeds Coffey down low. Coffey kicks it back out to Junk, over to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein back to Junk, over to Kavarna. Kavarna drives, kicks it out to Junk, over to Fleckenstein. Badar and Coffey cut through the paint. Now Coffee gets the ball down low, spins, shoots, no good off the front of the rim, rebounded by Whitehead for the Jays. Whitehead trying to go coast to coast. That shot's going to be blocked, but there'll be a foul called on number 15, Anna Coffey. So that Blackhawk foul is going to be Anna's second and the 8th of the half for the team. And with that, Coach Leary is going to take a timeout. And so we'll take one with them. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. We'll be right back after this message from one of our sponsors.
Ryan Stussy at Allstate is an insurance agent you can trust. Ryan's office may be in the dunes, but he has deep roots in the Hinton community. When choosing your insurance, you want to have someone who views you as more than just a name. We'll listen to your needs and find the solutions that work best for you. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or recreational, you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. Give Ryan a call today.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching varsity girls action. The Blackhawks lead 21-18. You might have noticed they're one of our new sponsors tonight, Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. So glad to have him aboard. So you'll be seeing his ad along with the other sponsors for Fuller Digital Solutions tonight. If you're interested in being a sponsor, email them at fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. They'll be glad to work with you. We got the rest of this winter sports as well as spring and summer sports coming up. And, of course, get in on the football and volleyball action as we resume sports next fall and basketball and wrestling next winter as well. So lots of opportunities. So Maya Whitehead's free throw at the line is up and good. And the Blackhawks lead is 2. In the front court quickly is Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Badar. Over to Junk. Junk gives it back to Kavarna. Kavarna thinks about driving, passes that up, gives it to Junk. Now back to Kavarna. Kavarna thinks about going on the line over to Fleckenstein, who does drive baseline. Her shot's up, no good. Kicked around and gathered by Fleckenstein, who kicks it back out to Badar. So Fleckenstein worked hard to get her own shot back there. Now Kavarna with it over to Junk. Junk cross-court pass to Kavarna. Fleckenstein's three-point shot from the corner is nothing but net. And the Blackhawks build that lead back up to 5, and Fleckenstein has her first points of the evening. They're going to call that a two-pointer as well, apparently. Foot must have been on the line, so it's 23-19. That ball will be out of bounds off the Blackhawks. It'll be Gehlen basketball. Checking in for the Jays is going to be number 20, Roziah Sitzman. Hine inbounds the ball for the Jays. Gets it into Sitzman. Sitzman's three-pointer from the corner is nothing but net. Some good shooting by both teams tonight as both teams have been able to find the basket and long range. Kavarna thinks about the 17-footer, passes it up, gives it up to Badar. Badar tries to drive. She's cut off by Rudin, feeds Fleckenstein down low. That ball slapped away and gathered by Bartle. Now Hine brings the ball in the front court for the Jays, cut off by Fleckenstein. That pass in the middle to Whitehead is stolen by Badar. Badar is going to bring the ball back up court for the Blackhawks. Back to Kavarna. Kavarna backs out, and the Blackhawks reset the offense as sometime in the last minute here. Number 34, Avery Brigade has checked in for the Blackhawks. I missed that one. Probably when the ball went out of bounds here a moment ago. Fleckenstein has the ball, looks to feed Brigade, now thinks better of it and passes it to Kavarna. Fleckenstein cuts, Kavarna follows. Hit 10-foot shots, no good. Rebounded by Bartle for the Jays, who gives it back to Hine. Over to Sitzman, back to Hine. Hine's step-back three-pointer is nothing but net, and the Jays retake the lead, 25-23. 3:40 to go, second quarter here. Badar brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks as they trail by 2 now. Kavarna with the ball, looks to drive, stops, shoots the 18-footer. That's no good. Rebounded by Sitzman for the Jays. And Fleckenstein's going to pick up a foul. That'll be Nia's first personal and the team's 9th. So at the line, shooting a 1-1 is going to be Raziah Sitzman for the Jays. Comes in shooting just under 50% from the line. As number 21, Ashlyn Renzel checks back in for the Blackhawks. That free throw is no good. Rebounded by Kavarna. Kavarna brings the ball up for the Blackhawks into the front court now. Over to Junk. Back to Kavarna. Kavarna now gives it up to Junk. Back to Kavarna. Kavarna drives. Guarded by Hine. Now tries to get a shot off. And she was definitely bodied out of bounds, but there's no foul called. Now the ball quickly ahead to Sitzman. Tries to feed White. That's out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Badar gives the ball in for the Blackhawks. Gives it into Kavarna. Kavarna brings it up court. 2:30 to go first half, or roughly. Blackhawks trail by 2. Badar over to Junk. Junk's three-pointer from the top of the key is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Kavarna, and then stolen away by Brigad as it was tipped around. And now a loose ball foul is going to be called. And they're going to call that on Bella Badar. I'll let the crowd speak for themselves on that one, as most do not agree. That's Bella Badar's 3rd personal foul. That's going to put her on the bench for a while probably. And she is the Blackhawks' leading scorer, so that's a tough call. Going for a loose ball there. Both players dove for it, and I guess they're going to say Bella was the culprit of the foul. But either way, that's her 3rd personal. So, and the Blackhawks have 10 in the half. That's going to put Sophie Rudin at the line, shooting 2 free throws. Rudin's first free throw attempt is up and good. At halftime, we have Ethan Sakow and possibly a couple other wrestlers stopping by to talk about their wrestling season. So stay tuned for that at halftime as Rudin knocks down the 2nd free throw and the Jays that lead by 4. So stick around at halftime of the girls' game here. We'll have at least Ethan Sakow and maybe someone else joining in from the wrestling team. We'll talk more about that at halftime. And then halftime of the boys' game, a couple girls basketball players are going to stop by and talk to us about their season so far. So some halftime entertainment lined up for you. This is another foul called underneath. And that foul is going to be on number 15, Jaden Bartle. That'll be her first personal and the team's 6th. That'll put Ashton Kavarna at the line shooting a pair. First free throw attempt for Kavarna is up and good. Second free throw coming up for Kavarna. That one's also good. So Kavarna hits a pair of free throws, and the Blackhawks are back within 2. Rudin with the ball for the Jays, kicks it back to Hine. Front court to Bartle. Back to Hine. Over to Sitzman. Sitzman drives, cut off by Kavarna. Now double team, kicks it out to Hine. Hine thinks about a shot from the free throw, passes it up, gets it over to Rudin. Tries to feed Whitehead down low. It's stolen away by Brigad. Brigad kicks it away to Renzel. Renzel tries to get the hoop, but she backs back out now. Gets it over to Junk. About 1:45 to go in the first half now. Renzel drives, kicks it out to Peters. Peters' three-point shot, no good. And out of bounds off Whitehead, it looks like. It'll be Blackhawk basketball as number 1, Alyssa Kolbeck, checks back in for the Jays. So it's Blackhawk basketball, and it looks like Ashton Kavarna will pass the ball in for the Blackhawks. Brigad with the ball now out front, over to Junk. Junk gives it over to Peters. That's Cadence Peters. Over to Renzel. Renzel thinks about driving, kicks it back out to Junk. Over to Kavarna now. Back to Peters, over to Brigad. Brigad back to Peters. Down to Kavarna. Kavarna's turnaround jumper, no good. Burgad's rebound and putback is good. And the Blackhawks are able to tie it at 27 with about 1:08 to go, first half. Quickly in the front court, Bardo gives it up to Rudin. This time feeds Whitehead reasonably down low. She kicks it out to Kolbeck. Kolbeck's shot's off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Kavarna, and then she's tripped. And that's going to be a foul on Sitzman, I believe. We'll see what happens here. That'll be Rosiah Sitzman's third personal foul and the team's seventh. At the line shooting 1-on-1 will be Ashlyn Kavarna. Kavarna's first free throw is good. And the Blackhawks regain the lead by 1 with about 56 seconds to go first half. Second free throw attempt coming up for Kavarna as Kyra Peters is checked in the game as well for the Blackhawks. And Kavarna sinks a pair, and the Blackhawks lead by 2 as we have 55 seconds in counting in the first half. In the front court, Hine over to Sitzman, over to Bartle. So Sitzman's still on the court with 3 fouls for the Jays. Back to Bartle. Now feeds Kolbeck down low. Over to Sitzman. Sitzman drives. That shot's going to be no good, but there's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 34, Avery Burgad. That'll be Burgad's first personal. It's going to put Rosiah Sitzman at the line shooting a pair. Sitzman's first free throw is good. Hit a lot of iron, but it didn't matter. It went in, and that's all that matters. The Jays are back within 1. Second free throw attempt coming up for Sitzman. That one's no good. That's going to be rebounded by Burgad and kicked over to Junk, ahead to Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Into the front court now, 30 seconds to go first half. Kavarna backs back out, and the Blackhawks reset the offense. Looks like the Blackhawks are probably playing for the last shot this half, as we're down to about 15 seconds to go. Now they start their offense. Over to Kyra Peters, back out to Kavarna. Kavarna looks to drive. Cross-court pass to Cadence Peters. Long shot by Peters, in and out, no good. And that's the way the first half will end. So your halftime score is going to be 29-28 in favor of the Blackhawks. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back with some first half stats and hopefully an interview with some Blackhawk wrestlers in a couple minutes. We'll be right back. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we have Blackhawks leading 29-28 in World Conference game, and the leading scores for the Blackhawks in the first half is number 32, Bella Badar with 6, number 23, Ashley Kavarna has 6, and Anna Coffey has added 4, and Natalie Junk has 5. For the Jays, the leading scorer is number 20, that's Rosiah Sitzman, and she has 7 points. Number 5, Lauren Hine has 6 points for the Jays. And number 3, Sophia Rudin has chipped in 5. So we're at halftime here, and as I promised, we're going to have Ethan Sokow joining us from the Blackhawk wrestling team. So as the wrestling season's winding down, Ethan, I just want to talk to you a little bit about how the seasons went and recap some things here as you guys are heading to sectionals this Saturday. And the season goes kind of fast, doesn't it? Once it gets going, it seems like it was November, and here we are talking about sectionals in 3 days. Do you think it goes by as fast as it has for me as a coach or a fan?
Yeah, I think it goes by real fast, honestly.
Yeah, so, and Ethan, one of the things I want to talk about for you, you've had a really successful season. I don't know your exact record, but you're somewhere around 41-2, 40-2, something like that. So really successful season for you. But you guys have an unusually young team here at the Blackhawks. So you look at the starting lineup, and there's not a junior or senior to be found. So I think we have 4 sophomores in the lineup, and the rest are freshmen.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And so you and the other couple sophomores have had to be the leaders of the team, which is kind of an unusual situation. So how have you handled that this year, knowing that you have to be the leader of a team, but yet you're only a sophomore yourself?
Well, last year there's some really good leaders on the team, and I just kind of look up to what they did last year, and I'm kind of trying to implement on the freshmen that there are this year, and just trying to be a leader. I don't know.
Yeah, and I've been around to see some of that, so you've done a good job this year, and that's good to see. But with such a young team, do you think you guys have really improved from the start of the season to now? And what do you think you have left to work on between now and Saturday to get yourselves ready for districts? And I know it's not only individual spots you're trying for, but you're also trying for that team to be in the top 2 to move on to regionals.
Yeah, we have a really young and talented team. Like, it's crazy on how talented our team is, and with how young it is, I think we can be good. I think this year, we could surprise some people if we all show up. We all have the potential. We just got to show up with the right mindset that we can be good, and we'll be there. And if it's not this year, it'll be next year. That's for sure.
Right, so you've seen or had a chance throughout the season to see most of your upcoming opponents here as you get into sectionals and hopefully advance to districts and then state, hopefully. But have you been able to do any more advanced scouting, more specifically to the opponents that you're most concerned about, or do you more concentrate on your own stuff, and when you get in the match, you'll dictate the match, or do you worry about what other people do? How do you approach a match coming up as we got sectionals on Saturday?
I feel like if I've wrestled them before and I know what they're gonna do, I'll be cautious around that. But if I haven't wrestled them, I'll just go out and do what I do best, and that's just wrestle, and usually gets the job done.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for them to be too offensive if they're on the defense or whatever you're controlling, right? So that's a good plan. So had a great season so far, and I know your goal is obviously to be down in Des Moines here in a couple weeks. You have some teammates that'd like to join you there. Saturday, you guys are at Woodbury Central. That's where sectionals are at.
Yep.
And then if you guys finish in the top 2, you'd be in a regional matchup, I believe, next Tuesday possibly, if you can be in the top 2.
Yeah.
And then the winner of that night would move on to the state dual tournament. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, or anything else to talk about the season?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, as always, we want to wish you and the rest of the Blackhawk wrestlers good luck here as we head to postseason. And thank you for stopping by tonight.
Thank you.
All right. That's Ethan Sokow of the Hinton Blackhawk wrestling team. So we're going to take a break here. We'll be back in approximately 4 minutes with the second half of action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready for second half action. Blackhawks lead 29-28 over the visiting Gehlen Catholic Jays. Blackhawks finishing up last minute instructions. We have about 8 seconds to go before we resume play in the second half here. Thank you once again to Ethan Sokow stopping by, talking a little Blackhawk wrestling. Once again, the Blackhawk Wrestlers will be in action Saturday at Woodbury Central in a sectional. And the top two finishers in each of those divisions advance on to districts the following week at Maple Valley, or West Monona. The districts will be at West Monona. So Jays start with the ball. They inbound it, and we're off and running. And Sitzman gets it over to Colbeck. Back to Sitzman. Over to Hine. Hine cross-court pass to Colbeck. That shot's going to be no good. Rebounded by Junk. And Junk gives it ahead to Coffey. Now Kavarna brings in the front court. Kicks it back out to Coffey. Coffey drives, spins, kicks it out to Badar. A couple players in foul trouble now as Badar is tied up on the floor by Rudin. It'll be a jump ball. Alternating possession, it'll be Blackhawk basketball. So a couple players with 3 fouls apiece to start in the second half here. Bella Badar for the Blackhawks and Rosiah Sitzman for the Jays. Each have 3 fouls. Badar with the ball for the Blackhawks. Junk feeds Coffey down low. Coffey kicks it out to Renzo. Renzo drives. Feeds to Junk. Junk down low. That shot's going to be good, but they're not going to count it. They're going to call the foul on the floor. And that foul's going to be on number 20, Rosiah Sitzman, and she picks up her 4th personal foul. The team's first this half, and checking back in for the Jays will be Bartle. Jaden Bartle checks back in for the Jays. Bella Badar inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Coffey. Coffey's shot is no good, but she's going to draw the foul. That foul is going to be on number 32, Maya Whitehead. And they're going to call it on the shot. No, they're going to call it on the floor. No, it'll be on the shot. So Anna Coffey at the line shooting a pair of free throws. First free throw attempt from Coffey is good. Unofficially, I have Anna Coffey 4 for 4 or 5 for 5 from the line tonight. Coffey's second free throw attempt coming up. A little short off the front of the line, gathered by Badar. Badar's shot is up and good, I think. Yes, it is. And she's going to draw the foul. And that foul is going to be on number 3, Sophie Rudin. That'll be her first personal and the team's 3rd this half. And Badar at the line trying to complete the 3-point play. Badar's shot is nothing but net, and the Blackhawks lead is extended to 6. Now Bartle's 3-point shot's no good. Rebounded by Kavarna. Thrown in the front court to Junk. Junk's shot is up, no good, over the backboard. She's down out of bounds. And it's going to be a turnover to the Jays. Scoreboard shows 33-28, but I believe it should be 34-28. As it was 29-28 Blackhawks to start the half. And they have 2 free throws and a basket and a free throw. Colbeck's 3-point shot from the corner, no good. This time rebounded by Bartle for the Jays. Up, and that shot is good. Kavarna in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Badar. Back to Junk. Junk's three-point shot, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Whitehead for the Jays. Kicks it ahead to Colbeck. Colbeck into the front court. That shot's up and good. And according to the scoreboard in the gym, the Blackhawks lead by 1. Coffee with the ball, kicks it back out to Kavarna. Kavarna passes up the three-pointer, gives it over to Junk. Renzel gives it to Coffee. Coffee drives, kicks it to Junk. Junk's shot is up and good. The Blackhawks extend the lead to 3. Over to Bartle for the Jays. Back to Hine. Hine now gets it to Rudin. Rudin feeds down to Colbeck. Colbeck kicks it back out to Rudin. Rudin drives. Shot is blocked by Coffee. Rebounded by Whitehead, though. Whitehead's off-balance shot is up and good. The Blackhawks lead by 1 as we have a turnover. Ball go back to the Blackhawks. Or to the Jays, I mean. Hine brings the ball into the front court for the Jays. Over to Colbeck. Down low to Whitehead. That foul is going to be on number 5, Lauren Hine. And the score is correct, 35-34. And we're going to have a timeout. So with that timeout, we'll take one with them. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Well, welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. And the Blackhawks lead by 1 here in the third quarter as we're coming out of a J timeout. Inbound the ball for the Blackhawks is Bella Badar. She gets it into Kavarna, over to Junk. Now feeds Coffee. Coffee has the ball slapped away by Whitehead, but Coffee gets it back, gives it up to Junk. Over to Badar. Badar thinks about driving, kicks it over to Renzel. Renzel just inside the three-point line, no good. Tipped around, out of bounds. It's going to be Blackhawk basketball. Checking in for the Jays is Nevaeh Hodson. As Barter will take a break. Badar gets the ball into Coffee, back to Badar. Badar drives, crashes into Whitehead, and the shot's no good, but she draws a foul. That foul's going to be number 32, Maya Whitehead. That'll be her 3rd personal and the team's 5th this half already. Badar at the line shooting a pair. First free throw is good. Extends that Blackhawk lead to 2. Second free throw attempt coming up for Badar. Also good. So Badar sinks a pair, and Badar has 10 to lead all scorers so far. Hine with the ball. Over to Colbeck. Back to Hine. Over to Rudin. Back to Hine. Over to Colbeck in the corner. Feeds Hoxton down low. That shot rims in and out. No good. But good hustle by Rudin. Temporarily gathers the ball, and then she travels. It'll be a turnover to the Blackhawks. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 12, Cadence Peters. Cadence Peters inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks, gives it to Kavarna. Junk over to Coffee. Coffee over to Renzel. back to Junk. Junk gives it back to Gavarna. Gavarna cross-court pass to Coffey. Coffey thinks about driving, now kicks it back out to Junk. Gavarna cross-court pass to Renzel. Back to Junk at the top of the key. Junk tries to feed Coffey, but Coffey had cut to the other side of the court, and Whitehead gets a free steal, and that shot's going to be coast to coast, up and good. So that turnover was costly for the Blackhawks as the Jays converted that directly into points. Now Gavarna gets it to Coffey. Coffey drives between a couple of Jays. I don't think that shot's going to be any good. It won't count. There'll be a blocking foul on the floor. That foul's going to be number 50, Nevaeh Hodgson. As checking in for the Blackhawks, number 45, Mia Fleckenstein. That was Hodgson's first personal foul for the Jays, and the team's sixth. Coffey spins, shots in and out, no good. Rebounded by Whitehead. Kicks it ahead to Hine for the Jays. Quickly in the front court. Now Hine gets it over to Colbeck. Now that pass stolen from Hine by Coffey. Coffey heads to the basket, and she's going to draw the foul on the floor, but that'll send her to the line, shooting a 1-on-1. So Coffey at the line, shooting a 1-on-1. That's the 17th foul for the Jays already in the third quarter. Blackhawks might spend a lot of time at the line as this game goes on. Coffey's first free throw finds the front of the rim and does not go in. Kind of teetered for a minute. So Whitehead rebounds the basketball and kicks it ahead to Hine. Hine tries to feed Hodgson. It's stolen away by Renzel, and there's going to be a foul on that pass. I think that's going to be on Colbeck. We'll see what they call it on. It is, in fact, on Alyssa Colbeck. That's her second personal and the team's eighth. So at the line, shooting a 1-on-1 will be number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. Checking in for the Jays, number 15, Jaden Bartle. And Renzel misses the front end of a 1-on-1, so the Blackhawks unable to capitalize the last couple possessions about the free throw line, but have missed the front end of the 1-on-1s. Bartle over to Hine. Hine starts to drive, kicks it cross-court pass to Colbeck. Colbeck has 3 fouls after that last one she picked up, but she makes that 10-footer. And the Jays regain the lead, 38-37 with about 2:20 to go, third quarter. Now Peters with the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks, over to Coffey. Coffey drives, kicks it out to Peters. That's Cadence Peters in the game for the Blackhawks. Now back to Gavarna. Gavarna backs it back out over to Renzel. Renzel feeds Coffey, guarded by Whitehead. Coffey starts to drive. Kicks it out to Gavarna. Gavarna's three-point shot from the corner of the key is nothing but net, and the Blackhawks retake the lead 40-38 as we go under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Into the front court, Colbeck has it over to Whitehead. Whitehead over to Bartle. That ball's stolen away by Fleckenstein. Gives it to Coffey, kicks it ahead to Gavarna. Gavarna in the front court for the Blackhawks. Stops, retreats, now looks for someone to pass to, gives it up to Renzel. Over to Peters. Peters starts to drive across half court. Gets around a Jays defender and gives it up to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein starts to drive to the hoop. Stops and shoots an 8-footer, no good. Off the rim, rebounded by Hine. Hine quickly in the front court. Picks up her dribble, now gets it up to Colbeck. Gavarna slaps that ball away, out of bounds. And checking the game for the Blackhawks now is number 32, Bella Badar, as Ashlyn Renzel will take a seat for a little bit. Inbound the ball for the Jays is Bartle. Gets it into Hine. Hine feeds it to Whitehead. Whitehead spins, drives the hoop. That shot's up, no good. But she's going to draw the foul, and that foul is going to be a Blackhawk foul, the second of the half. And that's going to be on number 45, Mia Fleckenstein. That'll be her second personal and the team's first this half. At the line, shooting 2 free throws will be Maya Whitehead. Whitehead comes in shooting under 50%, but she makes the first one. And the Jays are within one, so Whitehead has a second free throw opportunity and a chance to tie it up with the clock stopped at 1:02 to go, third quarter. Whitehead's free throw is nothing but net, and we got a tie ball game, 40-40, with 1 minute to go, third quarter. Badar brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks, gives it over to Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein to Junk. Junk drives, tries to get a shot off. That's knocked away from her by Whitehead, and ahead to Bartle. Bartle gives it over to Hine. Hine feeds Whitehead down low, who tries to hit a cutting J, but she'd already left the paint and throws it out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. 41.6 seconds to go, third quarter. Ashton Renzel checks back in. And Anna Coffey will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Bella Badar. And Badar walks the ball up court for the Blackhawks, tied at 40 with 40 seconds and counting to go, third quarter. Badar gives it over to Peters. Peters gives it up to Junk. Junk feeds Renzel down low. Renzel's shot is up and good, and Hinton takes the lead 42-40 with 20-some seconds to go in the third quarter. Quickly ahead to Colbeck in the front court. Cross-court pass to Bartle. Bartle passes up the shot, drives the 10-footer in and out, no good. Rebounded by Coffey. And then as she tries to get a pass off, Coffey's going to be fouled by Bartle. Coffey will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. As that'll be Jaden Bartle's second personal foul on the team's 9th. Every foul from here on out, unless it's offense, will result in 2 free throw attempts for the Blackhawks. That sounds like a good idea, but the Blackhawks have been a little cold shooting free throws lately. See if Coffey can change that. Anna's first free throw is good. Checking back in for the Blackhawks after this shot possibly will be Ashlyn Kavarna. As she's trying to check in for Anna Coffey. So if Coffey makes this, Kavarna checks in. That free throw is no good. Off the back of the rim, rebounded by a couple of players. It's going to be a jump ball. That jump ball is going to give the ball to the Jays. So checking in now officially will be Ashlyn Kavarna as Anna Coffey takes a rest for the remainder of this third period. 8 seconds to go. Ahead to Rudin. Rudin back to Colbeck. Colbeck over to Hine. Hine tries to throw the pass down low, and she's going to draw a foul. And that foul is going to be on number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna, and it's going to bring 3 free throw attempts for Lauren Hine. Hine comes in shooting 65% from the field. First free throw is up and no good. Second free throw attempt from Hine is good. Last free throw attempt from Hine is also good. So at the end of 3 quarters, we have a 1-point basketball game just like it was at halftime. Blackhawks lead 43-42. We'll be back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends, and EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're resuming action here as the Blackhawks lead by 1 to start the fourth quarter. 43-42. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Bella Badar is going to inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Ashlyn Kavarna. In the front court to Coffey. Back to Kavarna. Back to Coffey. Coffey tries to drive. She's cut off by Whitehead. Kicks it out to Kavarna. Over to Renzel. Renzel tries to drive. She's also kicked off as the Jays have packed in a zone defense here. Keep the Blackhawks off the board. They found Kavarna underneath the hoop, but she's a little too far underneath the hoop, and she misses that shot. Quick lead in the front court. That ball is a little too hot to handle, and it's gathered by Coffey. Coffey kicks it back to Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Now back to Coffey. As the Jays have a sagging 2-3 defense here to make the Blackhawks try to shoot from the outside. That'll be a Jay foul. That foul is going to be on number 32, Maya Whitehead. That'll be her fourth personal. So a couple of Jays have 4 fouls here early in the fourth quarter. Rosiah Sitzman also has 4 fouls for the Jays. At the free throw line, shooting a pair, Anna Coffey for the Blackhawks. First free throw is good. Checking in for the Jays, number 50, Nevaeh Hodgson. Second free throw attempt for Coffey. Up, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bartle of the Jays. Gets it over to Hine. Hine will bring the ball up court for the Jays. Gets it head to Colbeck. Colbeck back to Hine. Over to Bartle. Cross-court pass to Hine. Nearly stolen, but Hine regathers. Steps just inside the three-point line and hits a two-pointer, and we're tied at 44. Quickly ahead to Badar. Badar guarded by Rudin. Out of bounds, it'll be Blackhawk basketball as Rudin must have knocked it out of Badar's hands. Badar inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks. Tries to get it into Coffey. It's kicked away. But now they're going to call a jump ball. It'll be Jays basketball. It looks like Jaden Bartle inbound the ball for the Jays. Gets it into Lauren Hine. Hine in the front court to Colbeck. Back to Hine. Over to Bartle. Blackhawks in more of an extended 2-3 defense. Over to Bartle. Bartle tries to feed Hodgson down low. It's kicked away. And now gets it to Hodgson. He gives it right back to Bartle. Bartle drives, feeds Colbeck underneath the hoop, but she's guarded by a couple of Blackhawks. Now she has her shot blocked. Ball is kicked ahead to Junk. Junk tries to get it to Badar. It's stolen away by Rudin. Now she gives it up to Hine. Hine in the front court. Stops, pops, three-point shot off the front of the rim. No good, but that's going to be rebounded by Bartle. Then her putback shot's going to draw a foul on the Blackhawks. That Blackhawk foul is going to be on number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna. That'll be Kavarna's third personal and the team's third. At the line, shooting a pair, Jaden Bartle for the Jays. First free throw is good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Bartle as Kyra Peters checks in, number 24 for the Blackhawks. Bartle's second free throw is also good, and the Jays lead by 2. Kavarna now drives in the front court, gives it up to Renzel. Renzel looks to drive against Colbeck. And we have a holding foul against the Jays called on number 1, Alyssa Colbeck. That'll be Colbeck's fourth personal foul, and that'll put it Renzel at the line shooting a pair. Ashton Renzel comes in shooting 65%. She misses the first one. As Rosiah Sitzman checks back in for the Jays, she's playing with 4 fouls as Colbeck with 4 fouls leaves. One more free throw attempt coming up for Renzel. And that free throw's good, and the Blackhawks are back within 1. 5:50 and counting to go in the game. Hine brings the ball in the front court for the Jays, gives it up to Bartle. Back to Hine. Over to Sitzman. Sitzman guarded closely by a couple of Blackhawks. Over to Bartle. Back to Rudin. Back to Hine. Now down to Hodgson. Hodgson has the ball tied up. Jump ball situation. That ball is going to go to the Blackhawks. So Anna Caulfield will inbound the ball to Kavarna. Kavarna brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Picks up her dribble, passes over to Badar. Badar loses it momentarily, rebounds it. Gets it over to Coffey. Coffey drives, has the ball kicked away, and there's going to be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 50, Nevaeh Hodgson. That'll be Nevaeh's second foul. That's going to put Anna Coffey back at the line, shooting a pair of free throws. Coffey's first free throw attempt is good. So the Blackhawks are tied it back up, and Anna Coffey's second free throw attempt could give the Blackhawks a lead. Second free throw on the way. Good, and the Blackhawks regain the lead 47-46 as we have 5:15 to go in the game. Quickly in the front court to Sitzman, back to Hine, over to Bartle. Bartle thinks about a three-pointer, passes it up, gives it over to Hine. Sitzman now cross-court pass to Bartle. Bartle cross-court pass back to Sitzman. Sitzman's three-pointer from the corner, off the front of the rim, in and no good. Rebounded by Kavarna for the Blackhawks. Kavarna brings it in the front court, over to Peters. That's Kyra Peters. Back to Kavarna. Gives it back to Coffey. Coffey splits a couple of J's. Her shot is up and good. And the Blackhawks lead by 3. And with that, the Jays are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics as the Blackhawks lead by 3. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's No Limits Internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're coming out of a J timeout. Blackhawks lead by 3 with 4:38 and counting to go in the ball game. Jays get it ahead to Rudin, back to Bartle, over to Hine. Hine kicks it into Whitehead, over to Sitzman. Sitzman's three-pointer, nothing, off of the Blackhawks, out of bounds. It'll be Jays basketball. Hine inbounds the ball for the Jays. Gets it into Sitzman. Tipped away by Renzel. Gathered by Whitehead. Gives it quickly to Rudin in the front court. Rudin stops. Three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by Whitehead. Whitehead's putback is good. And it's a 1-point Blackhawk lead as we approach 4 minutes to go in the game. Quickly in the front court to Renzel for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Coffey. And now we're going to have a Blackhawk timeout as the Blackhawks lead by 1. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
Ryan Stussy at Allstate is an insurance agent you can trust. Ryan's office may be in the dunes, but he has deep roots in the Hinton community. When choosing your insurance, you want to have someone who views you as more than just a name. We'll listen to your needs and find the solutions that work best for you. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or recreational, you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. Give Ryan a call today.
This is how it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Woo.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. Get the varsity girls game right now with under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Blackhawks lead by 1. We got varsity boys action coming up. Same two teams. Approximately 20 minutes after this one finishes. Kavarna with the ball out front for the Blackhawks. Gives it over to Kyra Peters. Peters gives it back to Coffey. Coffey feeds Junk down low. Kicks it out to Kavarna. Kavarna drives. Kicks it back out to Junk. Now they feed Coffey down low. Splits a pair of defenders. That shot's up and good. And so Coffey's been able to split the defenders a couple times in recent trips here. And Coffey leads all scorers with 13 for the Blackhawks. Over to Sitzman. Sitzman drives. That shot's no good off the mount. That's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back in for the Jays is going to be number 1, Alyssa Kolbeck. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 32, Bella Badar. Anna Coffey inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks. She'll get it into Ashlyn Kavarna, and Kavarna will walk the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. Head to Junk. Back to Coffey. Coffey thinks about feeding someone down low, passes that up, gives it to Renzo at the top of the key. Back to Badar. Badar guarded closely by Rudin. Over to Coffey. Jays have now extended their defense a little bit. They're not so packed in as they were a moment ago. Renzo drives, kicks it out to Kavarna. Kavarna drives. 8-footer is off the backboard and in. And the Blackhawks extend that lead to 5. As now we have another Blackhawk timeout. We'll take one with them. It's a 30-second timeout. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees. And best of all, no limits. EverTech.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as the Blackhawks lead by 5, as we have about 2:40 to go, fourth quarter, coming out of a Blackhawk timeout. Gehlen Catholic Jays visiting tonight, so word of conference action here, as Maya Whitehead will be inbounding the ball for the Jays, trailing by 5, 53-48. 2:40 to go. She rolls the ball on the ground, picked up by Hine. Now guarded closely by Renzel. Gets it into the front court. Hine, three-point shot off the screen, no good. Saved, out of bounds, Kolbeck off Kavarna. So good hustle play by Alyssa Kolbeck for the Jays, gives them the ball. Once again, as Lauren Hine inbounds the ball for the Jays. Gets it into Whitehead. Over to Hine. Hine's three-point shot, no good. Bounces around, rebounded by Junk for the Blackhawks. Gives it up to Kavarna. Kavarna walks the ball into the front court with 2:19 to go. Over to Badar. Badar guarded closely by Rudin. Gets it down to Kavarna. Kavarna backs it back out now. As we're approaching 2 minutes to go in the ball game, Blackhawks lead by 5. Kavarna picks up her dribble, gives it to Badar. Badar thinks about driving and fouled by Rudin. That'll be Rudin's second personal foul, and they'll put Bella Badar at the line shooting a pair of free throws. Badar's first free throw is good. Blackhawks extend that lead to 6. Now Bella's second free throw could make it a 3-point possession, and it is a 3-possession game as Bella Badar knocks down a pair, and she joins all the other leading scorers with 13 apiece. Anna Coffey for the Blackhawks and Maya Whitehead for the Jays all have 13 along with Bella Badar. Now Badar goes for the steal and draws a jump ball. That jump ball is going to be Jays basketball. Jaden Bartle inbound the ball for the Jays. Into Hine. 1:45 to go in the game. Over to Colbeck. Back to Hine. Over to Colbeck. Colbeck drives, and she's going to draw a foul. That foul is on number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. That'll be Renzel's third personal and the team's fourth this half. Inbound the ball is Bartle once again for the Jays. Gets it right into Whitehead. Whitehead drives, kicks it out to Colbeck. Colbeck's three-point shots in and out, no good. Rebound is fought over, gathered by Rudin, and then stolen away by Badar. Badar now guarded by Whitehead, and she's going to draw a foul. That's going to be Maya Whitehead's fifth personal foul. She should be checking out of the game here momentarily. And checking in the game for Whitehead will be number 20, Rosiah Sitzman. Badar's first free throw is good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Badar as the Blackhawks lead by 8, trying to stretch it to 9. That free throw is also good. And the Blackhawks lead by 9, and they're going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're coming out of a Blackhawk timeout. 1:20 to go. Jays have the ball. Lauren Hine with the ball out front for the Jays. She's going to draw a foul. That foul is going to be on number 3, Natalie Junk. That'll be Junk's third personal and the team's fifth. 1:12 to go. Blackhawks lead by 9. Alyssa Colbeck gets the ball into Hine. Hine drives. That layup's going to be good. And Blackhawks lead by 7. Kavarna gets the ball for the Blackhawks and draws a foul from Lauren Hine. That'll be Hine's second personal foul. Not a plastic Kavarna at the line shooting a pair. Behind's third personal foul. Kavarna's first free throw attempt is no good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Kavarna. That she misses a pair, so Jays' slim hopes stay alive as Kavarna misses a pair of free throws. Hine quickly into the front court to Bartle. Bartle down low to Rudin. Ruden's shot is blocked. She draws a foul on number 15, Anna Coffey. That'll be Coffey's third personal and the team's sixth. At the line shooting a pair will be Sophie Rudin. Junior comes in with 5 points so far. First free throw attempt is no good. Checking in the game now for the Jays is number 33. I don't have a number 33 on my roster. Makes the second free throw attempt. That makes it a 6-point game. And now there's a turnover. It'll be Jays basketball. Number 33 is Kate Bonderson, I believe. Checking in for the Jays. So Hine inbounds the ball to Colbeck. Trailing by 6. Colbeck drives the hoop, has the ball swatted away, but they're going to call a foul. That foul is on number 23, Ashton Kavarna. That'll be Kavarna's fourth personal and the team's seventh. So at the line shooting a one-on-one will be Alyssa Colbeck. First free throw attempt from Melissa Colbeck coming up, right at 50% on the year from the free throw line. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Coffey for the Blackhawks. She gets it over to Badar. Badar is pressured by Bonderson. Now Kavarna gets it, and she's going to be fouled by Hine. That'll be Hine's fourth personal, and it'll put Kavarna at the line for a pair of free throws. Kavarna's first free throw attempt. No good. So the Blackhawks have really hurt themselves with a chance to put this game away by missing several free throws here late stages. But Coffey can make this second free throw and make it a 3-possession game. Kavarna does sink that free throw, and it is a 3-possession game as the Blackhawks lead by 7. Hine brings the ball in the front court over to Colbeck. Colbeck drives, kicks it out to Sitzman. Back to Hine. Hine drives, throws up a shot that's no good, but she's going to draw the foul. That Blackhawk foul is going to be on number 15, Anna Coffey. That'll be her fourth personal, the team's eighth. Up with Lauren Hine back at the line, shooting a 1-on-1. Male 2 because she was fouled on the shot. First free throw attempt is good. Second free throw attempt coming up for Hine. That free throw is also good. So the Blackhawks lead by 5 with 28 seconds to go. Badar with the ball. She's going to draw a foul from Colbeck. That'll be Alyssa Colbeck's 5th personal. Actually, it's going to be on Bonderson. That'll be Bonderson's first personal. Either way, it's going to put Badar at the line shooting a pair. Badar's first free throw is good. Badar adds to her scoring total. She has 16 on the evening now. Checking back in for the Jays is number 15, Jaden Bartle. Second free throw for Badar is no good. Rebounded by Bartle. That pass is going to be stolen by Kavarna, and now she draws a foul. That foul is going to be number 3, Sophie Rudin. Be her third personal. And that's going to put Kavarna at the line with a chance to put this game away, leading by 6. If she can make one of these two, you'd like to think this game's over. And she makes the first one, so that does make it a 3-possession game. So you'd like to think the Blackhawks are setting pretty. Second free throw's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Hine in the front court to Colbeck. Colbeck back to Hine. Hine drives. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. That's the last thing the Blackhawks wanted to do. Foul's going to be number 21, Ashlyn Renzel. Well, that's going to put Hine at the line shooting a 1-and-1. First free throw from Hine is nothing but net. Second free throw attempt coming up from Hine is going to be coming up after a timeout. So with this timeout, we'll take one with you. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as the Blackhawks lead 60-54. At the line, shooting the second of a 1-and-1 is Lauren Hine for the Jays. 8.5 seconds to go. Blackhawks just need to rebound this basketball and/or get it in out of bounds after a made shot. Either way, they're in pretty good shape with 8.5 seconds to go. Hine's second free throw off the back of the rim, intentionally missed, trying to get a rebound to get extra points. That's going to be a turnover. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Inbounding the ball for the Blackhawks is Anna Coffey. Blackhawks just need to get this ball in. Jays will be fouling quickly. They get it into Badar. Badar is going to draw a foul from Colbeck. That'll send Badar back to the line for a pair of free throws. That'll be Colbeck's fifth personal foul. So Alyssa Colbeck fouls out with 4 points for the Jays. At the line, shooting two, Bella Badar. Badar's first free throw is good. Bella Badar's second free throw attempt, also good. Blackhawks lead by 8 as we have 5 seconds to go. Hine picks up the ball for the Jays into the front court. Stops, shoots from the free throw line. That shot's going to be good, but that's going to be your final as the Blackhawks are going to win the girls game. 61-56 will be your final. Leading scorers for the Blackhawks, number 32, Bella Badar, had 18 points. Number 23, Ashlyn Kavarna and Anna Coffey had 13 points apiece. Leading scorers for the Jays, number 5, Lauren Hine, had 17 points, and Maya Whitehead added 13. The Blackhawks are going to move to 14-4 in the season, and the Jays are going to drop to 8-11. That's going to do it for coverage of the girls' game. We'll be back in approximately 20 minutes for varsity boys action. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. Getting ready for boys action tonight as the girls picked up the 6-point win earlier to move to 14-4 in the season over the visiting Gehlen Catholic Jays. Now we'll have the same matchup in boys action. The Gehlen boys coming at 12-5, 6-2 in the Warrego Conference. They coming off a 60-44 loss to South O'Brien last Friday. These two teams matched up approximately 3 weeks ago in Lamar's, and the Gehlen boys won 79-66. Then boys come in with a 12-4 record, 4-3 in the Warrego. They coming off a 62-39 victory over HMS on Friday night. Starting lineups are going to look like this. Number 4, Keaton Bonderson will lead off the lineup for Mike Langel's Gehlen Jays. Bonderson, the junior, averages 17.9 points per game. Number 10, Carter DeRocher, a senior, averages 17.9 points a game. Number 12, Keaton Logan's a junior, averaging 7.2 points a game. Number 14, Drake DeRocher, the junior, averages 7.5 points per game. And round up starting lineup be Ryan Augustine, the junior, number 42, averaging 4.2 points per game. John Speed's Hinton Blackhawks are going to look like this. Number 12, Carson Pierce, the junior, averaging 10.8 points per game. Number 20, Gavin Nelson, the senior, averaging 5 points a game. Number 22, Caleb Holmes, the senior, averages 24.6 points per game. Number 32, Landon Lovren, the senior, averages 6 points a game. And number 34, Caden Winters, the junior, averages 4.4 points per game. Leading rebounder for the Jays coming in is Keaton Logan at 5.5 per game. Leading rebounder for the Blackhawks, Landon Lovren, a senior, at 5.8 rebounds per game. It's the Jays versus the Blackhawks. We'll be back after this message from Fuller Digital Solutions.
For the Jays, the junior, number 4, Keaton.
Ryan Stussy at Allstate is an insurance agent you can trust. Ryan's office may be in the dunes, but he has deep roots in the Hinton community. When choosing your insurance, you want to have someone who views you as more than just a name. We'll listen to your needs and find the solutions that work best for you. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or recreational, you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. Give Ryan a call today.
Number 14, Drake DeRocher.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa. We're getting ready for varsity boys action here as the Gehlen Jays taking on your Hinton Blackhawks. Jays coming in 12-5 record. The Blackhawks coming in 12-4. Jays are 6-2 in the Warrego. The Blackhawks are 4-3. These teams met about 3 weeks ago, and the Jays came away a 79-66 winner. Tipping it off for the Blackhawks be number 32, Landon Lovren, and for the Jays, number 10, Carter DeRocher. So Blackhawk fight songs finishing up. And we're about ready to go. And the ball's up, and it'll be Blackhawks controlling possession first as Caleb Holmes gets the ball for the Blackhawks, walks it in the front court. Holmes cross court pass to Pierce, over to Winters. Back to Lovren. Over to Nelson. Back to Holmes. Holmes starts to drive, gets to the hoop, shot is up, no good, but he's going to draw a foul. That's going to be a J foul on number 4, Keaton Bonderson. That'll be his first personal on the team's first. Caleb Holmes sinks that first free throw attempt, and the Blackhawks lead 1-0. Holmes came in shooting 73% from the line, and he misses the second one. Tipped by Lovren, gathered by Winters. Back out to Holmes. Holmes looks to drive again, cut off this time by Logan. Holmes feeds Nelson. Nelson's spinning shot, no good. Rebounded by number 10, Carter DeRocher. He gets in the front court to DeRocher. Drake DeRocher. That shot's no good. Tipped around, gathered by Keaton Logan. Now Logan's three-point shot is in and out, no good. It's going to be tipped around, knocked out of bounds by the Jays. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Holmes with the ball now for the Blackhawks. Brings it into the front court. Holmes drives. That shot's going to be no good. Rebounded by number 4, Keaton Bonderson, and there'll be a foul. And that is going to be a Blackhawk foul, number 20, Gavin Nelson. Bonderson brings the ball in the front court for the Jays. It's over to Logan. To Drake DeRocher. Carter DeRocher's three-point shot from the wing is good. And the Jays lead 3-1. Holmes into the front court quickly. Down low to Winters. Winters' shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Lovren. Tipped back in, no good. Rebounded by Lovren again. That shot's going to be up and good. And we're tied at 3. Down low to Augustine. Augustine over to Logan. Logan shots up and good for the Jays. Quickly, Pierce gets the ball in. Now back to Lovren, over to Holmes. Holmes walks the ball across half court for the Blackhawks. Holmes feeds Nelson. Nelson finds Lovren on the wing. Cross court pass to Nelson. Nelson gets it to Holmes down low in the blocks. Holmes spins. Layup is up and good. Caleb Holmes with 3 points early on here. And the Blackhawks and Jays are tied at 5. Now DeRocher, Drake DeRocher with the ball over to Logan. There's going to be a 3-second violation call on the Jays. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. As Lovren passes the ball into Caleb Holmes. Holmes feeds Nelson. Nelson's shot no good. Rebounded by Winters. Kicks out to Lovren. Lovren drives. His shot's up and good. And the Blackhawks take a 2-point lead with 5 minutes to go first quarter. Over to Logan. Over to Augustine. Augustine out front to Drake DeRocher. DeRocher passes it back to Augustine, who draws a foul. That foul is going to be on Caden Winters, his first personal and the team's second. DeRocher gets the ball into Augustine, back to Drake DeRocher. DeRocher's shot just inside the three-point line is good. Tied at 7. Caleb Holmes has the ball for the Blackhawks. Drives that shot and too strong. No good. Rebounded by Carter DeRocher. He feeds it ahead to Bonderson. Bonderson gives it to Logan. Logan to Augustine. That shot's blocked by Landon Lovren for the Blackhawks, and Lovren brings the ball up court. Back to Holmes. Holmes drives. He's going to be fouled on the way to the basket. That foul's going to be number 12, Keaton Logan. That'll be his first personal and the team's second. Checking in for the Jays is number 30, Gabe Wilchin, and number 2, Dylan Lehman. For the Blackhawks, number 10, Bo DeRocher, and number 24, Trey Frank check in. Holmes gets the ball into DeRocher. Over to Holmes. Holmes back to Winters. Winters out to DeRocher. Back to Winters. Over to Lovren. Winters feeds Holmes down low. Holmes finds Lovren underneath the hoop. That shot's going to be up and good. So nice ball work there by the Blackhawks, leads to an easy layup. Quickly in the front court, Logan has it for the Jays. He's going to draw a foul. Foul's going to be number 24, Trey Frank. That'll be his first personal and the team's third. Second free throw attempt coming up from Logan. That's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Lovren. Caleb Holmes feeds Winters down low. Winters' shot was kind of partially tipped, but he's going to draw a foul. That foul is going to be number 10, Carter DeRocher. That'll be Carter's first personal foul and the team's third. At the line shooting 2 will be Caden Winters. Winters comes in shooting 65% from the line. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw attempt from Winters is also good. Winters knocks down a pair, and the Blackhawks lead 11-8. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 14, Carter Warden. As Keaton Bonderson brings the ball in the front court for the Jays, over to Logan. Over to Lehman. Back to Wilchin. Back to Logan. Logan drives, cross-court pass to Lehman. Lehman drives, he's cut off by a couple of Blackhawks, kicks it out to Logan. Wilchin sets a screen for Bonderson. Now Wilchin gets the ball back, and Lehman drives, shoots from the free throw line, and that's good. And the Blackhawks lead by 1. 2:45 to go first quarter. Holmes looks to drive. Guarded by Logan, puts that shot up and in. Caleb Holmes has 5 points on the evening. Bonderson now gives it up to Logan. Over to Lehman. Bonderson's shot's no good. Rebounded by Landon Lovren. Gives it over to Caleb Holmes, who brings the ball into the front court. Blackhawks lead by 3. Cross-court pass to Lovren. Kicks it out to Frank. Lovren resets the offense. Now gives it up to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Logan. Looks to drive. Jays have packed that lane, making it tough for him to drive through. Over to Carter Warden. Warden's three-point shot from the corner of the key, no good. Rebounded by Carter DeRocher, and then DeRocher's going to be fouled, I believe. That foul's going to be on number 24, Trey Frank. That'll be Frank's second, the team's fourth. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 20, Gavin Nelson. as Drake DeRocher checks back in for the Jays. Bonnerson now brings the ball in the front court. Over to Drake DeRocher. DeRocher's off-balance shot's no good. Rebounded by Wilchin. Wilchin's putback is good. And the Blackhawks lead by 1. Holmes brings the ball in the front court with 1:15 and counting to go first period. Holmes drives, stops, shoots, no good. Ball's kicked around. There's going to be another loose ball foul called on Trey Frank, number 24. That'll be his 3rd personal and the team's 5th. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 12, Carson Pierce, number 34, Caden Winters. Drake DeRocher brings the ball in the front court, gives it over to Connor Kraft. Kraft's 3-point shot is good. And the Jays take a 15-13 lead with 50 seconds to go, first quarter. Caleb Holmes with the ball in the front court now for the Blackhawks. Feeds Winters. Winters at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Pierce. Pierce drives, stops, feeds Winters. Winters' layup is good. And we're tied at 15. DeRocher with the pass over to Bonnerson. Three-point shot's a little long, gathered by Winters. Holmes with the ball for the Blackhawks. 8 seconds to go first quarter. Holmes drives, off-balance pass over to Pierce. Pierce drives, his shot's up and good. And that'll be where the first quarter ends. The Blackhawks lead 17-15. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want, now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends, and EverTech has been there when others haven't, and we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready to start the second quarter. Blackhawks lead 17-15 against the visiting Gehlen Catholic Jays. Reminder to stick around at halftime as we have some of the varsity girls stopping by to chat with us about their season and future plans. As my wife says, are they really coming? And I say, yes, they are. So you stick around at halftime and listen to that interview. Keaton Logan has the ball for the Jays. Over to Drake DeRocher, sorry. Now it's over to Connor Kraft, back to Logan. Logan feeds Augustine down low, kicks it out to Carter DeRocher. DeRocher drives, kicks it over to Kraft. Now back to Logan. Now back to Drake DeRocher. Now Carter DeRocher drives, that shot's no good, rebounded by Bo DeRocher. Carson Pierce brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks, and they set their offense, leading by 2 with about 7 minutes to go in the first half. That three-point shot's going to be good as Caleb Holmes extends the Blackhawk lead. Logan with the ball in the front court, over to Kraft. Now Kraft gives it up to Drake DeRocher. Back to Kraft. Kraft gives it up to Logan. Logan cross-court pass to Carter DeRocher. Kicks it out to Drake DeRocher. DeRocher's three-point shot from the front of the key, no good. And there's going to be an over-the-back foul called on Keaton Logan. That'll be Logan's second personal and the team's fourth. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Gavin Nelson gets the ball in for the Blackhawks, gives it to Pierce. Pierce kicks it right back to Holmes, and Holmes brings the ball into the front court. Now he feeds Caden Winters down low. He tries to get a pass off. That's tipped by Kraft and stolen by Bonderson. Bonderson comes in the front court for the Jays. Gives it up to Drake DeRocher. Now Bonderson drives, skips through the lane, gives it up to Kraft. Kraft shots in and out, rebounded by Landon Lovren. Gives it up to Holmes. Holmes looks to drive. Gives it to Winters, and he's going to be called for a travel. It'll be a turnover. It'll be Jays basketball. Bonderson with the ball now for the Jays. Brings the ball in the front court. Gives it up to Drake DeRocher. Back to Logan. Over to Kraft. Now Bonderson, three-point shots, nothing but net. And it's 2018 in favor of the Blackhawks with 5:30 to go first half. Carson Pierce brings the ball into the front court. Caleb Holmes drives. That shot's going to be up and good. So Holmes able to find the basket. He leads all scorers with 10 points, and the Blackhawks lead by 4 as we're approaching 5 minutes to go first half. Logan with the ball for the Jays. Passes it to Bonderson. Bonderson stops, pops, 15-footer, no good. Rebounded by Gavin Nelson, over to Caleb Holmes. Holmes over to Nelson. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back into the Jays will be number 10, Carter DeRocher, and number 2, Dylan Lehman, as well as number 30, Gabe Wilchin. So Caleb Holmes will inbound the ball for the Blackhawks. Gets it into Caden Winters. Gives it over to Landon Lovren. Back to Pierce. Pierce gives it back to Winters for the Blackhawks. Back out front to Nelson. Over to Caleb Holmes. Holmes looks to drive again. Gets to the hoop. That shot's up and good. Caleb Holmes has 12, and the Blackhawks extend that lead to 6. Quick in the front court to Lehman. Lehman cross-court pass to Logan. Over to Carter DeRocher. Back to Logan. Over to Lehman. Lehman. And it's going to be a J timeout, or a Blackhawk. A Blackhawk timeout. It'll be a full. We'll take one with them. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks.
Yeah.
Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. The Blackhawks lead 24-18 over the visiting Gehlen Catholic Jays. Girls picked up the victory earlier tonight. The boys are trying to do the same. 4:08 to go first half. Reminder, stick around at halftime as we'll be interviewing some of the girls basketball players and perhaps a couple other guests, as we'll see who all stops over at halftime. I've invited a few, but I know some are coming. We'll see who else comes. So back underway here out of a Blackhawk timeout. Referee's telling secrets to some players. I don't know what's going on here. All right, so we're about underway here. Logan passes the ball into Lehman. Now Bonderson gives it back to Lehman. Lehman drives. Kicks it over to Gabe Wilchin. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Lovren. Lovren takes a seat, and we're going to have a jump ball called. And I believe that's going to be Blackhawk basketball coming out of the alternating position. So Lovren inbounds the ball to Caleb Holmes. Holmes will bring the ball into the front court for the Blackhawks. Sorry about that. We got the scoreboard off your screen. I thought I'd hit clear, but I had not. So now you should be able to see a little better. Gavin Nelson's three-point shot from the key corner is good. And the Blackhawks extend the lead to 9. Lehman with the ball in the front court. Cross-court pass to Logan. Logan gives it up to Carter DeRocher. DeRocher drives. Reverse layup is up and good. And the Blackhawks lead by 7 with about 3:15 and counting first half. Carson Pierce feeds Gavin Nelson once again. Three-point shot's a little strong this time. Rebounded by Carter DeRocher for the Jays. DeRocher in the front court. He's going to be fouled by Gavin Nelson. That's going to be Nelson's second personal foul and the team's 6th. Checking back in for the Blackhawks is number 10, Bo DeRocher. Logan inbounds the ball to Drake DeRocher for the Jays. Right back to Logan. Down to Bonderson. He's going to feed Wilchin. Wilchin's shot is up and good. And the Jays are within 5. Bo DeRocher with the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Cross-court pass to Lovren. Over to Pierce. Pierce back to Lovren. Lovren's three-point shot from top of the key is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Wilchin. He gives it ahead to Bonderson. Bonderson in the front court. Gives it up to Drake DeRocher. That pass is tipped away by Winters. Out of bounds, it'll be Jays basketball. Pierce with the ball now in the front court for the Blackhawks. Nice pass down low to Winters. That shot's going to be up and good, and the Blackhawks extend their lead to 7 as we approach 2 minutes to go first half. Drake DeRocher with the ball for the Jays now back in the front court. Gives it to Logan, gets it right back. Over to Bonderson now. Bonderson looks to drive. Stops, passes over to Drake DeRocher. DeRocher drives. And that ball's tipped away by Holmes. Tipped away by Winters. And out of balance, it'll be Gehlen basketball. 1:48 to go in the half. Drake DeRocher inbounds the ball for the Jays. Gives it into Bonderson. Back to DeRocher. Bonderson's three-point shot from top of the key, no good. In and out, rebounded by Carter DeRocher. He lost control of it and gathered by Drake DeRocher. Drake DeRocher's going to be fouled. We'll see who the Blackhawk foul is on. That'll be number 12, Carson Pierce. That'll be Carson's first personal and the team's 7th. That should send Drake DeRocher to the line, shooting a 1-on-1. He comes in shooting 58% on the year. Drake DeRocher's shot is in and out and back in. So that's going to be good. So it's a 6-point Blackhawk lead. And DeRocher gets one more free throw. Second free throw for DeRocher. This one's nothing but net. It'll be Blackhawk basketball leading by 5 with 1:36 to go. Checking in for the Jays is Ryan Augustine, number 42. Into the front court. Here comes Caleb Holmes. Cross-court pass to Landon Lovren. Out front to Carson Pierce. Pierce's pass is kicked out of bounds to Drake DeRocher. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Gets it into Winters. Now pass to Bo DeRocher, drives, Euro step, his shot's no good, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Drake DeRocher. And there'll be a reach foul by Landon Lovren. That'll be Landon's first personal and the team's 8th. That's gonna send Drake DeRocher back to the line, shooting a 1-and-1. DeRocher's first free throw is good. Second free throw attempt coming up from Drake DeRocher. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Landon Lovren. Kicks it ahead to Carson Pierce for the Blackhawks. Pierce gives it up to Lovren. Cross-court pass to DeRocher. DeRocher back to Pierce. Back to DeRocher. DeRocher tries to get it to Caleb Holmes. And Bonderson's going to be called on the foul for the Jays. That'll be his second personal foul and the team's 5th. Checking back in for the Jays, number 2, Dylan Lehman. Lovren gets the ball into Holmes. 52 seconds and counting in the first half. Caleb Holmes stops, drops, three-point shot is no good, in and out. Rebounded by Winters and Augustine. They're going to call Caden Winters for a foul over the back, I believe. Yep, that'll be on number 34, Caden Winters. That'll be his second personal and the team's 9th. That's going to put Carter DeRocher at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Checking back in the game for the Blackhawks, number 14, Carter Warden. First free throw is good. Second free throw attempt by Carter DeRocher is also good. The Blackhawks lead by 2. As Pierce passes into Lovren. Back to Pierce. Back to Lovren. Back to Pierce as the Blackhawks are playing for the last shot. Back to Pierce, now 10 seconds to go. Gets it to Caleb Holmes. Holmes guarded closely by Wilchin. Cross-court pass to Lovren. Lovren drives to the hoop. That shot's going to be up, no good. Rebounded by Augustine, and that's going to do it for the first half of action. So your halftime score is going to be 29-27 in favor of the Blackhawks. Leading scores for the Blackhawks first half, number 22, Caleb Holmes. Number 32, Landon Lovren, and 34, Caden Winters, each have 6. And leading scorer for the Jays in the first half, number 10, Carter DeRocher. We'll be back in a couple minutes with some interviews with the varsity girls as they stop by for a chat. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan means looking at more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guiding you every step of the way to help you live the life you want now and years from now. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Rick Diener today. Visit rickdiener.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're at halftime of the boys' action. The Blackhawks lead 29-27, and as promised, we have an interview with a couple of Blackhawk girls basketball players coming off a big victory tonight over the Jays, as they're going to move to 14-4 in the season. And we also have with them Jaden Case. We'll get to her in a moment, but first we'll start with the Blackhawk basketball players. Jaden's my daughter. I can put her on hold. So right here, as we get going here, first we have Bella Badar, and we also have Anna Coffey with us. So first, how'd the game go tonight, girls, as expected?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot tougher, but we knew they were going to come back with fire, given we beat them on their home floor. But great birthday win. So.
And Bella Badar must have turned 18 today, I believe.
Something
so
like that.
That was what that reference is, I believe. And with there's Anna Coffey. So Anna, the first time you guys played the Jays, you kind of blew them out. And tonight it was a little closer, but you expect that as you beat teams for the second time in the season?
Yeah, I mean, Gehlen's always that type. They always come out with fire and kicks. So we kind of expected them to be like that. And we knew that they would want to get at us really bad. So we kind of knew that we had to come out with fire. And unfortunately, we didn't start out with as much fire as Gehlen might have. But we did end up coming back, and it was a great win for us as a team.
Yeah.
And it kind of seemed like the Gehlen game plan tonight was kind of pack the paint and limit your guys' layups. So made you guys shoot from the outside. I know, Anna, that's a big part of your game, getting to the hoop. So how did that affect you, and what kind of adjustments did you guys make to pull out the win?
You got it.
Yeah, so as we all know, as stats can tell, all I do is shoot on the inside. I am not an outside shooter. They really collapsed on me in there, but what that does for us, though, is it really opens up our outside, because we have great perimeter shooters. And so really all I do is I just look to kick it out to Bella over here, or Ashlyn Kavarna, or anybody out there on the outside, and I know that they can knock down those big threes.
And the funny part is, like, they were keying us on the perimeter, so then I was like, Anna, where are you at inside? So it was like pass out, pass right back. Like, coach was like, it's not a hot potato, girls. So we're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, even though they were packing the zone there, you were able to get inside Anna for a couple layups there, key at the end of the game, and Bella, of course, the free throw line to end the game to seal things up. So nice win. Do you guys know where you're going postseason? That hasn't been released yet, has it?
I don't think so.
We only have 2 regular season games left, I believe, Thursday and next Tuesday. Oh, 3 games left.
Thursday, Friday, Tuesday.
Okay, so 3 games left the regular season. So we look forward to watching you guys wrap that up. And I'll start with you, Bella. Have you made any plans for where you're going in the future?
Yeah, I am going to go to the University of Arizona.
A Wildcat.
A little Wildcat, 22 hours away from home. Not going to be homesick or anything.
But you'll enjoy the nice weather.
Yes.
There'll be no snow.
Nice weather, no snow, and I'm going to major in kinesiology on a pre-med track. So, pretty excited.
Awesome. So if I ever get injured, as I am getting older by the day, I'll have to fly to Arizona and get some free treatment from you. That's awesome.
Free treatment and vacay.
Awesome. So good luck, Bella, as you wrap up the rest of your senior basketball season. And, of course, I'll see you on the track, I'm assuming.
Yep, track and then the diamond.
And I'll see her on the softball field for sure. So that's Bella Badar. I'm going to move my attention now to Anna Coffey. And, Anna, you recently, a month ago or so, made a decision on your future. What's that going to be?
Yeah, I've been blessed with an opportunity to go to UNI and participate in track. It's a huge deal for me. I mean, the obstacles I've had to overcome for it, so I really don't take any of it for granted. I could not thank anybody anymore. But so I plan to go to UNI doing track and then also majoring in communication and science disorders.
Awesome. So hopefully I never need your services, because that sounds like I would have some mental problems or something. But good luck with you on the future as you finish up the basketball season and move into track.
Thank you.
So now we'll turn our attention to the non-basketball player that I invited up here. My daughter, for those that know, Jaden Case. And it's been a while since she made her decision, but I hadn't had a chance to get her on air to share that with everybody else if you hadn't seen. So Jaden Case, what did you decide you're going to do with your future?
After a lot of visits and consideration, I felt that it was best fitted for me at the time to continue on playing softball at Iowa Lakes Community College up in Esterville.
And what do you want to major in, or what do you want to go into for your future employment?
I want to major in athletic training right now, but ultimately I want to become a physical therapist.
Nice. And then this fall, I know it's been a little while since it ended, but you had a new adventure. You ran cross country this fall, so in the past you played some volleyball, and even in the earlier years played some basketball, and of course you are a softball player as well. How did cross country fit into those other things you've done in the past?
Yeah, cross country was definitely something I was not really prepared to do, but once I did it, I loved it, and I honestly wish I would have done it all 4 years of my high school.
So Jaden throws a little plug in there for all you people that are considering going out for cross country to give it a try, even if you've never done that before. So I want to wish Jaden also the best of luck as she finishes out her senior year and gets ready for what I assume is her favorite sport, softball, coming up this spring and summer. And you can catch the basketball girls. We have a couple more games left here. We'll broadcast here online. And then this summer, you'll be able to catch track from Anna and this spring, and then Jaden and Bella on the softball diamond as well. So we'll have all that coverage for you here on Fuller Digital Solutions. So thank you, ladies. Best of luck finishing up your senior year.
Thank you so much.
You've been watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackcock Varsity Athletics. That's been an interview with Jaden Case, Bella Badar, and Anna Coffey on their future plans and their senior seasons. We'll be back in approximately 3 minutes with second half action.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Ryan Stussy at Allstate is an insurance agent you can trust. Ryan's office may be in the dunes, but he has deep roots in the Hinton community. When choosing your insurance, you want to have someone who views you as more than just a name. We'll listen to your needs and find the solutions that work best for you. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or recreational, you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. Give Ryan a call today.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready for second half action as the Blackhawk boys lead by 2 here, 29-27, as we get ready to start the third quarter. Caleb Holmes leading scorer for the Blackhawks in the first half with 12 points, and leading scorer for the Jays with 7 points is Carter DeRocher. DeRocher inbounds the ball right away to Wilchin. Wilchin gives it back to Logan for the Jays. On the court for the Jays, Wilchin, Logan, Bonderson, Carter DeRocher, and Augustine. Augustine's shot's going to be blocked by Lovren, and then Lovren steps out of bounds. On the court for the Blackhawks to start the second half is Caleb Holmes, who has changed jerseys at halftime. He's number 52 now. And Carson Pierce, and Landon Lovren, Caden Winters, and Gavin Nelson. That's going to be goaltending called on Caden Winters. That'll be a basket for the Jays. It'll be 29-29 and Blackhawk basketball. Gavin Nelson brings the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. That pass is going to be stolen away by Wilchin. Connor Kraft. Connor Kraft puts the basket up and good for the Jays. Holmes with the ball for the Blackhawks. Drives, splits a pair of Jay defenders and draws a foul on his way to the basket. So Caleb Holmes will be at the line shooting a pair. That foul for the Jays is going to be on number 40, Connor Kraft. That'll be his first personal and the team's first this half. Caleb Holmes' first free throw attempt is no good. Second free throw coming up for Caleb Holmes. Is good, and the Blackhawks are back within one. Kraft gets it to Logan in the front court for the Jays. Bonderson now looks to drive, gets cut off, kicks it back out to Logan. Logan's three-point shot's no good. Tipped up by Carter DeRocher, gathered by Lovren. Lovren gives it up to Caleb Holmes. Holmes in the front court, pass to Winters. Winters' shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Connor Kraft, and Kraft gets it back ahead to Logan. Logan drives to the hoop, kicks it over to Kraft. Kraft kicks it back out to Logan. Logan's 10-footer, no good, rebounded by Gavin Nelson. Nelson gives it up to Caleb Holmes, who brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Now Holmes drives, gets to the hoop, shot is up and good. And the Blackhawks retake the lead, 32-31. Quickly, Connor Kraft in the front court for the Jays. Over to Bonderson. Bonderson guarded closely by Nelson. Now back out to Kraft. Down to Augustine. Back to Logan. Logan back to Augustine. Now to Carter DeRocher. He passes across court to Logan. Logan feeds Kraft. Kraft drives, stops, shoots from about 8 foot away, no good. Augustine gets the rebound. Lovren draws a foul. Or Lovren commits the foul, I believe. Augustine's free throw shot is good. And we're tied at 32. That's checking back in for the Jays, number 14, Drake DeRocher. Augustine's second free throw shot is also good, and the Jays retake the lead by 1. 5:30 to go, third quarter. Caleb Holmes with the ball in the front court, down low to Nelson, wide open underneath the hoop for the easy basket. And with that, Coach Pease wants a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Forward Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builders designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're in third quarter. Blackhawks lead by 1, coming out of a Blackhawk timeout. It'll be Jays basketball as Augustine will inbound the ball to Logan. And Logan will walk the ball off the court for the Jays. We have 5:20 to go, third quarter. Over to Drake DeRocher, over to Carter DeRocher, back to Drake DeRocher, over to Logan. Drake DeRocher, top of the key three-pointers, nothing but net. And the Blackhawks trail by 2 with 5 minutes to go third quarter. Caleb Holmes quickly in the front court over to Pierce. Pierce from the wing. In and out, no good. Tipped around, gathered by Drake DeRocher, and he's called for a travel as he falls. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 10, Bo DeRocher, and checking in for the Jays, number 30, Gabe Wilson. Trey Frank also checks in for the Blackhawks. Caleb Holmes inbounds the ball to Lovren. Over to Bo DeRocher. Back to Holmes. Holmes, three-point shot from the corner. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Logan for the Jays. Logan pushes the ball into the front court to Carter DeRocher. Carter DeRocher through the lane to Drake DeRocher. Cross-court pass to Bonderson. Bonderson, three-point shot from the wing. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Trey Frank. Kicks it ahead to Carson Pierce. And with 4:30 to go third quarter, Blackhawks still trail by 2. Now Caleb Holmes gets the ball, resets. Back to Pierce. Back to DeRocher, down to Holmes. Holmes drives. Shot is up and good. And we're tied at 36 with 4 minutes to go third quarter. As Bonderson passes over to Drake DeRocher. Back to Carter DeRocher now. Guarded by Pierce and Holmes. Back to Drake DeRocher. Kicks it back out to Carter DeRocher. That should have been a travel, not called. Off the front of the rim, gathered by Wilchin. Thrown into Drake DeRocher. He loses the ball on the way up, and there's going to be a foul called. That'll be a Blackhawk foul on number 12, Carson Pierce. His second personal foul, the team's second. Checking back in for the Jays, number 2, Dylan Lehman. And Lehman will inbound the ball for the Jays. To Logan, back to Lehman. He feeds Wilson down low, and that shot's going to be up and good. So Blackhawks again trail by 2 as Caleb Holmes into the front court. Over to Bo DeRocher. Out front to Landon Lovren. Back to Bo DeRocher. Over to Lovren. Over to Pierce. To Frank. Hits a cutting Landon Lovren for an easy basket. And we're tied at 38 with just under 3 minutes to go third quarter. Bonderson now feeds Wilchin over to Lehman. Back out to Bonderson. Bonderson tries to drive, cut off by Pierce and Holmes. Gives it back to Lehman. Lehman tries to drive, and he's going to be fouled. And that foul's going to be number 52, Caleb Holmes. That'll be his first personal and the team's third. Back to Lehman now for the Jays. He's going to feed Bonderson down low. Bonderson's going to feed Logan, and Logan gets the basket that's up and good, and the Jays retake the lead by 2. In the front court quickly is Holmes. His shot's up and good, and we're tied at 40. And with that, the Jays want a timeout. And so with that timeout, we'll take one with them. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. 40-40 here with 2:12 to go in the third quarter. Blackhawks and Jays. Warrior Conference action. Blackhawks picked up the win in the girls' game earlier tonight. Boys trying to complete the sweep. In the front court, Bonderson gives it up to Lehman, right back to Bonderson, over to Logan. Cross-court pass to Carter DeRocher. That shot's going to be up off the rim, no good. Rebound by Bo DeRocher, and there'll be a foul called. That foul is going to be on number 30, Gabe Wilson. Checking back in for the Blackhawks will be number 34, Caden Winters, and number 20, Gavin Nelson. Caden Winters inbounds the ball to Caleb Holmes. Holmes brings the ball into the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Winters, back to Holmes. Holmes three-point shot from the wing, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound fought board by Wilson and Winters. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to remain Blackhawk basketball. So Caleb Holmes inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks. Gavin Nelson right back to Holmes. Holmes spins. Shot is blocked by Wilson. Gives it up to Lehman for the Jays. Lehman brings it into the front court. Over to Bonderson. Back to Lehman. That pass is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Gavin Nelson inbounds the ball to Caleb Holmes. Over to Gavin Nelson. Back to Lovren. Over to Nelson. Back to Winters. Over to Frank. Frank's shot's no good. Going to be rebounded by Connor Kraft. He's going to give it ahead to Lehman. Now over to Carter DeRocher. 52 seconds and counting, third quarter. Three-point shot's going to be good by Bonderson, and the Jays lead by 3. As Caleb Holmes brings the ball in the front court for the Blackhawks. Over to Gavin Nelson. That ball's kicked out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. 37.3 seconds left in the third quarter. Holmes inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks, gets it into Lovren, gives it up to Nelson. Right back to Holmes. Over to Nelson. Back to Winters. Winters loses the ball now, gathered by Lehman into the front court to Bonderson. Bonderson's layup is up and good, and Gehlen leads by 5 with 15 seconds to go. Caleb Holmes the ball out front for the Blackhawks. Three-point shot by Holmes, no good off the front of the rim, rebounded by Frank. Nelson's shot is in and out, no good. And at the end of 3 quarters, it's going to be 45-40 in favor of the Jays. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. We'll be right back after this message from one of our sponsors.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Ryan Stussy at Allstate is an insurance agent you can trust. Ryan's office may be in the dunes, but he has deep roots in the Hinton community. When choosing your insurance, you want to have someone who views you as more than just a name. We'll listen to your needs and find the solutions that work best for you. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or recreational, you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. Give Ryan a call today.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Florida Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics as we resume here in the fourth quarter. Jays lead by 5. Drake DeRocher with the ball for the Jays. Over to Connor Kraft. Over to Bonderson. Cross-court pass to Drake DeRocher. Down low to Logan. Logan's shot is up and good, and the Jays lead by 7. Back to Lovren. Over to Bo DeRocher. Down low to Winters. Out to Pierce. Pierce drives, gives it to Winters. Winters' shot is in and out, no good. Rebounded and gathered by Drake DeRocher for the Jays. Over to Logan. Bonderson, three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Caleb Holmes. Holmes brings the ball into the front court for the Blackhawks. Now backs it out, waits for his teammates, and resets. Caleb Holmes over to Lovren. Lovren back to Pierce. Over to Holmes. Cross-court pass to Lovren. Down low to Winters. Back out to Pierce. Over to Holmes. Holmes tries to feed DeRocher down low. It's tapped away out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Checking back in for the Jays is number 10, Carter DeRocher. Lovren inbounds the ball. Cross-court pass to Pierce. Back to Holmes. Holmes gives it back to Pierce. Pierce three-point shot from the key, no good. Rebounded by Drake DeRocher on the run into the front court for the Jays. Guarded closely by DeRocher. Down low to Augustine. Augustine's shot is up and good, and the Jays have their largest lead of the evening. As it's 49-40 in favor of the Jays. Blackhawks want a timeout. We'll take one with you. You're watching Florida Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
Rural customers deserve great internet too. You deserve EverTech's no limits internet and the quality local services that comes with it. We've dedicated 32 years to bring customers like you reliable and unlimited internet, up to 50 megabits across 22 counties. It's internet you can count on. Call or email our Everly office to get started. You and your family need internet with unlimited use, no contracts, and no overages. You need EverTech. Visit evertech.net to learn more. EverTech, internet where you live.
And welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as you're watching Florida Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics. Boys game, we have 6:17 to go, fourth quarter, and the Blackhawks trail by 9 to the visiting Gehlen Catholic Jays as we're coming out of a Blackhawk timeout. Gavin Nelson inbounds the ball to Caleb Holmes, and we're back underway here in the fourth quarter. Cross-court pass to Pierce. Back to Holmes. Holmes over to Gavin Nelson. To Landon Lovren. Back to Nelson. Over to Caleb Holmes. Back to Pierce. Down low to Lovren. Lovren is going to get the easy layup. Nice pass down low. And the Blackhawks are within 7. Quickly in the front court is Bonderson. Drives, cut off by Lovren. Gives it up to Logan. Back to Bonderson. Cut off this time by Nelson and Winters. That'll be a Blackhawk foul, number 20, Gavin Nelson. That'll be his third personal. Team's fourth this half. Drake DeRocher inbounds the ball. Gets it into Bonderson. That ball tipped away by Holmes, out of bounds. It'll be Gehlen basketball. Get it into Augustine. Over to Logan. Logan tries to drive, cut off by some Blackhawks. Kicks it over to Drake DeRocher. He drives. He's cut off by a bunch of Blackhawks, including Lovren. Now down low to Augustine, guarded by Winters. That shot's going to be up and good. Caleb Holmes brings the ball in the front court for Hinton. Trailing by 9 again with about 5 minutes to go in the game. Down low to Winters. Winters gets it over to Pierce. Pierce's 15-footers off the front of the rim, no good. Bounced around and gathered by Drake DeRocher. Now he finds Bonderson in the front court for the easy layup all by himself. And the Blackhawks trail by 11. 4:45 to go. Back comes Holmes, over to Winters, over to Nelson. Nelson has the ball tapped out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. The Blackhawks are going to need to find some offense here and close this gap. They get it into Landon Lovren, back to Nelson. Cross-court pass to Caleb Holmes. Three-point shot just off the mark. Rebounded by Logan for the Jays. He quickly gets to Bonderson in the front court. Bonderson drives, Lovren guards him, and that shot's up no good. Rebounded by Carter DeRocher. And the putback by Carter DeRocher is good, and he draws the foul. That foul is going to be on number 34, Caden Winters. That'll be Caden's third personal, and the team's fifth. Checking back in for the Blackhawks, number 10, Bo DeRocher, number 24, Trey Frank. At the line shooting the bonus is Carter DeRocher, and he misses that shot. Landon Lovren gathers it. In the front court quickly is Caleb Holmes for the Blackhawks. To the hoop, loses the ball on the way, but he's going to draw the foul. That foul will be on the Jays, number 4. That's Keaton Bonderson. That'll be his third personal, and the team's third. So Caleb Holmes inbounds the ball underneath their own hoop for Hinton. Reminder, we'll be right back here Thursday night as the Blackhawks take on South O'Brien in a makeup game that was scheduled for a few weeks back and had to be moved. So that's an easy layup for Gavin Nelson, and the Blackhawks are within 11. Bonderson with the front ball in the front court for the Jays. Drake DeRocher has that ball stolen away. Holmes in the front court for the Blackhawks. That shot's not going to go. Rebound zone miss. Puts it up and in. And the Blackhawks are back within 9. Bonderson quickly comes to front court as we have about 3:35 to go in the third quarter. And with that, the Jays want a timeout. We'll take one with them as the Blackhawks trail 55-46. 3:35 to go, fourth quarter. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Athletics.
How it feels to bank with Prime Bank. This is how it feels to bank with other banks. Prime Bank, other banks.
Ooh.
See the difference? Prime Bank gives you genuine confidence with You-Pick Checking, where you choose your reward, points, interest, or cash back. And Prime Bank's mobile banking lets you check balances, deposit checks, and use all the popular payment services. So now is a good time to bank with confidence. At Prime Bank, earn more your way. Member FDIC.
Ryan Stussy at Allstate is an insurance agent you can trust. Ryan's office may be in the dunes, but he has deep roots in the Hinton community. When choosing your insurance, you want to have someone who views you as more than just a name. We'll listen to your needs and find the solutions that work best for you. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, or recreational, you're in good hands with Ryan Stussy, Allstate Insurance. Give Ryan a call today.
Welcome back to Hinton, Iowa, as we're getting ready to resume play in the fourth quarter of action. Blackhawks trail 55-46 to the visiting Jays. It'll be Jays basketball. Augustine will inbound the ball for the Jays. Gets it into Bonderson. Bonderson gives it up to Drake DeRocher. Back to Bonderson. Bonderson drives, gives it to Augustine. His pass is too hot, out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. In for the Blackhawks is Landon Lovren. Gavin Nelson inbounds the ball for the Blackhawks, gives it into Caleb Holmes. Holmes back to Nelson. Nelson cross-court pass to Lovren. Back to Nelson. Nelson feeds Bo DeRocher down low. Over to Holmes. Holmes' shot is up and good. And the Blackhawks are within 7. Approaching 3 minutes to go here in the game. 55-48 in favor of the Jays. Over to Logan. Logan back to Bonderson. Back to Logan. Now Bonderson drives, passes down low to Carter DeRocher. He gets that ball to spin in. Holmes with the ball quickly for the Blackhawks. And that shot is up and good. Drake DeRocher with the pass to Logan. Over to Bonderson. Bonderson thinks about driving, backs it back out, gives it to Logan. Back to Drake DeRocher. Bonderson is fouled by Gavin Nelson. Checking back in the game for the Blackhawks is number 24, Trey Frank. And checking in for the Jays, number 30, Gabe Wilchin. So Drake DeRocher passes the ball in, gets it into Bonderson. 2:15 to go fourth quarter. Bonderson drives, kicks it over to Logan. Now Carter DeRocher, cross-court pass to Bonderson, guarded by Frank. That pass gets away, gathered in the corner, out to Wilchin. Over to Bonderson. Bonderson over to Drake DeRocher. Back to Bonderson. That pass is stolen away by Carson Pierce. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Frank, out of bounds. It's going to be Gehlen basketball. So Drake DeRocher will inbound the ball for Gehlen, guarded by Trey Frank. Blackhawks pick up full court press. Holmes and Pierce in the front court, trying to steal the ball. As Bonderson gets it in, over to Kraft. Kraft over to Carter DeRocher, and that shot's up and good, and the bonus as he heads the free throw. And that foul is going to be on number 20, Gavin Nelson. That'll be Nelson's 5th personal foul. Checking back in the game will be Bo DeRocher for the Blackhawks as Gavin Nelson leaves with 5 fouls and 7 points. Bonus free throw coming up here for Carter DeRocher. The senior comes in shooting 80% from the line. Knocks down the free throw and extends the lead to 10. Bo DeRocher gets the ball from Lovren, gives it right back to Lovren, who gives it up to Caleb Holmes. Caleb Holmes over to Pierce. Pierce's three-point shot from the corner, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Drake DeRocher, and he's going to be fouled by Trey Frank. Drake DeRocher at the line shooting a 1-on-1. Drake came in shooting 58% from the line. Makes the first one. Drake DeRocher's second free throw is also good. The Jays lead by 12 with 1:30 to go. Caleb Holmes to the basket, good. Get the ball in. Bonderson has it for the Jays. Gets it ahead to Drake DeRocher. Cross-court pass to Logan is up and good. And now we'll have a timeout by the Jays. We'll take one with them. You're watching Full Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding easy breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
And welcome back to Hinton as you're watching full digital solutions coverage of Hinton Varsity Athletics. Blackhawks trail the Jays 64-52 with 1:11 to go in the fourth quarter. It'll be Blackhawk basketball as Landon Lovren inbounds to Carson Pierce, who heads into the front court. Over to Lovren. Lovren cross-court pass to Pierce is stolen away. Kicked ahead to Bonderson. Bonderson over to Drake DeRocher. His shot's up and good. And the Jays lead by 14 with under 1 minute to go here. Quickly down low to Carson Pierce. To Bonderson. Now Carter DeRocher dribbles in the front court, guarded by Pierce. Kicks it back out to Kraft. Kraft's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be number 24, Trey Frank. That'll be Frank's 5th personal foul. Checking back in is Caden Winters for the Blackhawks and Carter Warden. Free throw's no good. Rebounded by Lovren in the front court to Pierce. Pierce down low to Winters. Going to be fouled on the floor. A foul will be on number 10, Carter DeRocher. That'll be his 2nd personal foul. Checking in for the Jays is a host of players. Number 22, Cameron Corbin. Number 34, Daniel Kleik. Number 24, Zane Whelan. Number 32, Carter Kellen. And number 20, Eric Schleitler. Checking in for the Blackhawks, number 40, Ty Jones. Number 50, Carter Allen. Number 42, Jarrett Kerwin. And number 30, Colt Frank. Frank inbounds the ball to Kerwin. Kerwin back to Colt Frank. Frank's 3-point shot a little short off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Daniel Kleik. Pass ahead's too hot, out of bounds. It'll be Blackhawk basketball with 16 seconds to go. Ty Jones brings the ball up the court for the Blackhawks. Drives, he's going to draw a foul. Foul will be on number 20, Eric Schleitler. Over to Carter Allen. Ty Jones drives once again. This time the shot's blocked. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be Blackhawk basketball. Jarrett Kerwin's 3-point shot's no good, and that's going to do it. So your final tonight from Hinton is going to be the Blackhawks 54, the Gehlen Catholic Jays 66. So Blackhawks fall 66-54. Final stats, leading scorers, leading everybody. Number 22, Caleb Holmes for Hinton with 27 points. Number 32, Landon Lovren chipped in 10. And number 20, Gavin Nelson added 7. For the visiting Jays, leading scorer was number 10, Carter DeRocher with 14 points. Number 14, Drake DeRocher had 12 points. And number 12, Keaton Logan added 11 points. The Blackhawks are going to fall to 12-5 in the season. The Gehlen Jays are going to move to 13-5. That'll do it tonight from Hinton. We'll be back here Thursday night as the Blackhawks host South O'Brien in varsity girls and boys action. Thank you for watching. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Hinton Blackhawk Varsity Athletics.